Alrighty. Hey, and I also figured out how to have chat open for myself this time. I realized
Awesome.
I realized what had happened was that I accidentally closed it one time and I could never find the button to reopen it. It's like
That's so good.
Did you get the notification? Are we
I
safe?
sure I sure did.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, so we are live. Do you want me to check to make sure you're actually?
I realized what
Oh, I
happened
heard
was
you.
that Sweet.
I
I
hear
wonder
you.
how many episodes we'll do this for. It's like
I know.
episode 45 and we're still like, is it working? Is it on?
This might be the last time I check.
I
I
hope
think at
so.
this point, we kind of got it nailed.
Cool.
So, hey everyone, if you're on or in the future us, blah blah blah, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're back. Episode 11. So we're gonna have like little parties every single time we hit a major milestone.
Yeah, how about like we'll do a coding session on a yacht for episode 100 or something, We'll do something like
Nice, I
that.
love it.
I don't
Do
have
you know
yacht
anyone
money.
with a
We're gonna
yacht?
do it. We're gonna do it on like a party bus. That's probably more affordable.
That would be our style, absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of party, so I am back to the wine today. So just FYI, a
Cool.
little intro here. I'm drinking. I think it's called a Ribeiro. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. So it's a Spanish wine. It's a Spanish white wine, very similar to Albarino,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually grown in the same region, but it's very, very different in characteristics. So, yeah, tastes good, smells good.
Have you had
Um,
that decanting for a minute?
mm-mm.
Oh, you just popped it and went, huh?
Yeah, no, I don't normally decant whites just
Mm-hmm.
because they're so young. What is this one? I actually didn't even check how old this is. This is a 2020, and it's an Antonio Montero. So
Do you
I don't
need to
know.
let white wine breathe or decant at all? You don't even need to then.
Not normally, nah.
So you can just pop it and go.
Absolutely,
Cool.
100%.
Good to
Yeah.
know. I only drink reds, but I would be totally down to drink more white wine, especially if it's that easy. Like I hate
Yep.
wanting to drink wine and then you have to wait like an hour.
I know, exactly. It kind of defeats the purpose of these white wines.
Right,
We'll
right.
plug it right in there.
Cool. No, good
So,
to
what
know.
do you have for an intro?
I got nothing, man. It's been a busy couple days, and I'm on a little bit less sleep than normal. But you know what? Yesterday, because I was like so anxious about like my dog going through surgery and stuff, like I crammed through so many features as I could, and I just like zoned out. So I think we'll have some fun stuff to show off at least today.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Tell the audience a little bit about what happened with your dog.
Oh yeah, so I guess either I'm a trash teeth brusher or she has a genetic thing. That's what they were trying to tell me, but I can't help but feel like they were just trying to make me not feel bad.
Yeah.
I'll have to decipher it. But my dog had to lose like I don't know. I think dogs have 42 teeth or 40 teeth, something like that, and she had to get like 10 removed. I was like, damn.
Yikes.
Imagine if you woke up tomorrow and you just were missing a quarter of your teeth because that's what happened
I
to her
know.
today. So I felt really bad.
Poor man.
Yeah,
Well,
poor doggy.
hopefully she can still eat and function and be a happy doggy.
All the same, everything. There's nothing different. The vet was even trying to reassure us, like, "Oh yeah, dogs can have no teeth and live long, healthy lives." And I'm just like, I don't. It's not. That's not. That doesn't make me feel good.
Well, all right. Here's to your doggy. This episode is dedicated to her.
Yes, dedicated May. Feel better, doggo.
So, what are we going to talk about today?
Let's talk about hot bar skills. Let's because I think we're almost there to show people killing a brown spider. I think we're all right
Nice.
there. I think we're right
All
there.
right.
Hmm.
So, how do you want to go about doing it? Should we just fire up the game and we kind of talk through like what the functionality should be, or what
Absolutely.
I was
Maybe if you can
picturing?
pull latest, and we can talk about what I got done and what didn't get done because there's things that like we definitely want to be able to account for. Like for example, I got a skill into the hotbar, but I wasn't able to get the skill to actually work off.
Yeah, the skill isn't working per se because it's not hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
So the only things that are really hooked up right now would be weapon attack skills.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing like Mighty Strike. So maybe we could implement Mighty Strike today.
That'd be sweet. Let's get a skill done. Yeah. And check it
Yeah.
out, dude. We have somebody chatting with us at AM OUERF. He says hello. He says, are like hardcore software engineers. And I'm going to say, sometimes. Oh, are we specialized? He asks, or they ask, are you like specialized in something specific? I'm going to say, I'm a generalist. How would you describe yourself, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, jack of all trades,
Yeah.
master of none, maybe. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Yeah. We've
Just
worked
kind of
professionally. We've worked professionally as software engineers, but I would say definitely a generalist.
the issue with software and just in general is that it changes so rapidly.
Right.
It's hard to be like, unless you're really doing this 24 hours a day, it's hard
Mm-hmm.
to be really, really good at everything. So you
Yeah.
kind of pick a path, pick a lane, and go with that.
Yeah. To answer the viewer's question, I specifically work in web. Steve has actually made games before.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. I used to do this for a living. Yep. So, uh, if you call doing what you love work, I did work for and do this in the past. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. Let's get after it.
all right, I got latest. Let me start this up. Um, and let me kind of show you what I was thinking. Oh no, don't go over here. Sorry, it went to my other window.
Mm-hmm. But you had asked what we could do. I was thinking we could fire it up. Maybe we can talk through a little bit about where we got to with yeah, because you had said the skills weren't hooked up, but you had hooked up one skill. I thought right, that was like that piercing attack or something like that.
Well, they're all what I would call weapon skills are hooked up in the sense that depending upon which weapon that you actually have in your inventory. So you can see that this is a one-handed piercing weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm swinging this, I will gain the one-handed pierce skill leveling up,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
It does.
If I put a bludgeoning weapon in here though, like a mace or something, instead I'll start learning one-handed bludgeoning skill. So
Mm-hmm.
all of like the weapon skills are hooked up, meaning just all the basic attack stuff. But none of the specialized skills that we want to do, like, oh, lovely. What happened here?
So that was the issue I ran into yesterday. I had hooked up like the one-handed pierce or whatever, and I attached like a dagger. But then when I was trying to use the skill via the hotbar, it didn't want to play nicely. So that was where I was like, oh, I got stuck right there, and I felt like I could have gone more out of it, but I just felt a little nervous without knowing the full context.
Well, no, this right here. What is this right
Oh, I
here?
don't know. I Can you try logging? Maybe hit localhost again and then try to log back in.
Oh, it's the same super base issue that we faced yesterday.
I'm not sure.
Wait,
Just
what did
because
we
you're
do
not, you might just need to relog in to refresh the token. I don't know why you run into this. I haven't seen this on my side. Classic, right? I don't see it on my
Yeah,
machine.
it works on my machine. Classic developer trope.
Yeah, that's a personal
Uh,
problem, Steve.
I know. Actually, just let me do a hard refresh. And let me enter in here. As a matter of fact, let me take Clerk this time instead of Jasper. So Clerk, no. So basically why I wanted to use Clerk is because they have a one-handed bludgeoning weapon.
Okay, okay.
So let's see if Clerk actually,
Can you God mode
yes,
a skill onto him?
I already, so there you go.
Okay, okay. Can you flee and then go to God mode just so I could clarify a couple things, maybe? Cool. If you can press G.
Yeah.
Oh,
So for what it's
awesome.
worth, there you go.
No, perfect. So I dragged that into the hotbar. Is that not what we were intending?
So I wouldn't drag the skill.
Okay.
That's exactly right. So
Okay,
what I
right.
would do, yeah, so this is how I would do my setup.
Hmm.
And actually for this, let me go back to Jasper here.
I might need your help on the skills stuff because I think I don't quite know the requirements of what we're trying to get done on them.
Yeah,
I admit I got all the way there and then I was like, I don't think I understand.
yeah. So here's how I would do my setup if I were playing this, which I am.
Hmm.
I would drag my weapon, my main hand weapon, to slot 1.
Okay.
If I had a ranged weapon, I would drag that to slot 2 or
Okay.
slot 0,
Okay.
one or the other. What either, whatever is easiest for me. And then I would drag Mighty Strike. This is the one that we're going to implement. I would drag that into slot 2.
Okay. Okay. No, I follow now. My confusion would be okay. So then certain skills can't be put into the hotbar, but some are default. Some can, man.
That's right.
So there are rules around this. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, one-handed pierce, channeling, defense, item lore. These are all passive skills.
Mm-hmm.
So the only ones that you would ever drag are active skills.
Okay. I understand now. Can you? So let's get. I follow now the assignment. My hope is that when you press the first skill in the hotbar, then we can finally do an attack because that's where I got stuck yesterday.
That's
And
exactly
then the
right.
second would be let's get Mighty Strike to work. So I think I'm finally caught
That's right.
up.
So if I press 1 right now or I click on this, in theory, it should do the attack.
See, and that's what I ran into and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Because now you're using it, so we got some shit to tie up there, I guess.
Yep. So
Hmm.
this should do the basic attack. This should be doing the same thing as this. And then this obviously should be doing the mighty attack skill.
Right, right. Okay, okay, cool. I think we're in a good spot. I think the only thing would be that. Okay, then the only thing that I need to note right now is that we need to make it so only active skills can be moved into the hotbar. That's rule number one. That is not being accounted for right now. And
Yep.
it sounds like items can be dragged into the hotbar. That I
Yep,
did not know. And it
absolutely.
looked like it already worked on its own too, which I was surprised to see.
So I would absolutely. This is what kind of what we were talking about. I could
Yeah.
move my energy potion or whatever over here,
Okay.
and then when I press 0, in theory, I could drink the energy potion
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
or a book, I guess.
Got
Whatever.
it. So
But I like how all this is working. And there are images for all skills, so I'm not sure why that one isn't showing up.
probably because it might have been an asset that didn't get uploaded to the CDN.
No, I did upload them all to the CDN, but we can check for sure.
If that's the case that it is on the CDN, then maybe we can go and talk to the AI to go run around and find out. Sorry, unfortunately, I don't have an answer right now. Yeah,
By the way, any other chats while I'm doing this?
nothing new.
Okay. So, yeah. Am I a human? Sometimes. Sometimes I'm an AI.
Hmm.
So while I'm doing this, where do you want to start? I guess is the question.
I say, let me think. I guess I want to be able to have it so only active skills can be dragged into the toolbar, and anytime you use a skill or item in the toolbar, it does the thing. How about that? That's all I got. That's like the easiest way I could
Okay.
describe. Yeah.
So I assume I'm driving. I'm doing my thing.
Yep.
Okay. So go to plan mode here. Let me just do a new one. And let's do plan. And all right. So what are we saying here? Um, Also, we should save this, if possible, to the database. I think we should do a new database table. That might be a stretch, but I don't want to have to reset my hotbar skills every single time I play.
Oh, so okay. I didn't know that that wasn't set up. I would agree with that as part of the plan. Um, and that doesn't need to be like that doesn't need to be a new service. That's just a game store. Okay, yeah, yeah. So I would agree. I was not aware that there was not a thing set up yet, but that makes sense. So maybe that's the first thing is that like I would talk to AI and be like, "Hey, we're working on the hotbar, uh, and tying it with skills."
Do you want to start with skills or do you want to start with basic attack stuff?
Fuck, I don't know the difference in some ways.
Also,
Yeah,
how I
I guess
picture it in my
attack.
brain,
Hmm.
yeah, how I picture it in my brain. If an item is in the hotbar,
Hmm.
if it's not usable, like a potion or a book or a torch or anything like that, then it needs to check if it's like a weapon. And if it's a weapon, then it will do the basic attack for that weapon.
Right, right. No, no, I think that's exactly what I would say, and just start moving that part. I definitely need to lean on you for this
Okay.
proportion. Yeah.
Hey, friend. So we're going to be start working on our hotbar now. We want to have 10 hotkey slots tied to the keyboard from 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 0. When an item is clicked on, it should do a default action based on what it is. For example, if the item is a weapon, it should do the basic attack for that item. Similar to how we already have the attack key in place that does that same functionality. If the item is, sorry, if the hotkey is an active skill, for example, Mighty Strike, then perform the skill as per its definition, including initiative and cooldown, etc. Also, we want to save the setup for the hotbar in the database for that character. Perhaps in character underscore hotkeys. Anything else?
Let's start. Let's give it small chunks. Let's start there. Yeah.
I like how I called it friend. I'm trying to get on its good side.
Yeah, especially as it gets more sentient. Let's start changing it around.
Hey, when the Silicon Overlords take over, I want to be on their good side. I want to say, hey, you're a good friend of mine.
And I'm still
So,
chatting with at amorph. They're into
saying anything good?
machine learning and deep learning. I said if they know a better tool than Cursor, hopefully they tell us.
Yeah, please do. We need to figure out how to have chat on screen or show chats on screen.
Sure, I can do that someday. It's kind of a
I,
complicated thing. I don't want to pay for the service.
is that what it is? You
It's a
have to pay
thing.
for it?
It's a thing. It's a whole
We can
thing.
talk about it afterwards and you can show me and then we'll
Fair,
figure
yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
yeah. I don't want to be stuck as the stream guy only. You gotta pick up that one if you want. That's your ticket.
Yeah, I'll definitely pick that up. I'm super
You know,
curious.
for sure. It's. I think I've seen some streamers do it. It doesn't look too bad, but it looked like at least like a couple hour lift just because you have to integrate another service. I'm trying to think what else there was.
So Mason, I guess this is kind of a mini plug.
Hmm.
So I do a lot of fantasy football, and I'm a devotee of Flock Fantasy, and the guy's name is Mason Dodd. Anyway, so what he does is when he live streams, he's using OBS, I'm sure,
Hmm.
but the chat is like off screen, but somehow he's able to select a chat and have it pop up on screen. So
Yes,
it's selective.
I
It's not
see.
like the entire stream.
I see. I see. I will
So I don't know
see
how
when
that.
we get to 5 concurrent viewers. I will dedicate all the time to making it all work.
Nice. I love it.
Yes, I will
That's
make
our
that
goal.
commitment.
5 live viewers at the
Concurrent,
same time.
concurrent.
Yep. All right, let's do this. Um, really? It's as simple as that? Let's see.
Coding is easy now.
Yes, it sure is. No, that's not true.
Yeah. Click handler, combat actions. Hmm.
This is correct, though. This is right.
Yeah. Hmm.
This is probably true. So, for example, when I originally did the coding for
Mm-hmm.
the spider does have a special attack. And so that's the use skill that it's talking about.
Yes. Yes.
But it doesn't realize that skills can be on PCs or mercenaries as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So let's see if this is all good here. I think this is fine to start out.
I
We
say it's
can call
fine.
this,
Send
yeah,
it. Hotbar slicing looks
sure.
awesome. Ever since I had it be self-documenting. Oh yeah, did you check out the little bit of the cursor models? Oh, sorry, not cursor models. Cursor rules. Do you have a folder at your root now? I hope that came through. Fuck yeah. All right, cool. So little things. If you think of more rules that you want to throw down, I would just peek through. But at least I
Okay,
threw down some initial rules for cursor to run through, and now we have
okay,
shared. Now we have like a shared cursor context.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to look at those. I'm just gonna ship this and see what happens.
Send it, dog. It's all good. Yeah. What's the
Um,
worst that could happen?
should I create a branch first, though?
Yes. We're professionals. We are professionals. After me just screaming, send it, and you're like, should I do that thing? Yeah, probably.
Oh, so those at home, what I'm doing, I'm actually off screen right now on linear, and I'm just going to create. I like linking branches to linear tasks, issues, whatever we're going to call them. So that's all I'm just doing off screen right now. I don't know which, maybe combat UI. Which project do you think that should be in?
I would put this under. I think it's combat. That's my hot take.
Okay,
Yeah.
combat it is.
Like if this was an epic, this would be a combat epic.
Yeah, I'm gonna just create a real quick issue. Hotbar slash skill usage. All right. I'm just going to create that really quickly. AOD 168. Let's create a new branch for AOD 168. Also, I'm going to stop the servers here. Not that we need to, but I always do when I'm doing this stuff. And I'm doing something major. I'm superstitious. Do you shut down all the servers?
Nope.
No, you just run it?
Nope. I don't. I already paid for my electricity. They're gonna stay up as long as I need them to be.
Let's build the plan on this new branch.
But I do crush them the minute that it doesn't do what I expect it to. I do crush them just to be like, well, maybe that's culprit number one, if you will.
Have you ever had any rogue servers running in the background, and so you get confused on which one it is?
Every moment of my life as a developer, yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's like culprit number two for me. I'm like, oh, I know
Yeah.
it. So I have like a list of things that I run through.
So I didn't actually read all of this stuff, but I probably should. Also, that background that I have for the hotbar, that was just placeholder art. We don't have to do that at all.
Oh, I'm aware. Don't worry. And we would want to use it with. We would want to create a CSS hotbar regardless.
Yeah.
Using assets is like poor form for using web like that for those kinds of things. That would. So don't worry. I was on the same page entirely.
Cool.
I just didn't. I just kind of liked how it looked, and I couldn't think of a better hotbar vibe to start.
Is that so? Like, Give me the skinny on the bad form stuff. I don't know anything about bad form.
You don't want to always use assets or images to display something that could otherwise be built with HTML and CSS. Like I would say, I'm gonna say 95% of the time because I bet there's some gotcha, but I would say that I can't think of any instances off the top of my head where if it can't be built with CSS and HTML, like sorry, you're almost always better building it with CSS and HTML. I can't think of one instance just yet, but I'm sure AI could tell me.
So, like when I started this up a while ago, like I was trying to do the mini map. I was trying to do the circle around it, and all it was really doing was just do a circle. And so, how do you do more stylized than things with CSS then? I
Brother,
guess
you
is
gotta
my
start
question.
plopping elements on top of elements, and you just got bop, bop, bop,
Oh,
bop, bop.
I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
excited for that.
That's why they pay front end engineers the big bucks. So we just
Is that
finger
what it
paint the whole
is?
time. Yeah, yeah.
Because you're doing elements on top of
Have you ever
elements?
seen that Family Guy gif of
No, I'm
CSS?
sure I haven't. I'm not a Family Guy guy.
No,
Is
no, no.
my
Don't worry. It's more of an internet thing. It's like he's like trying to adjust like a window. What do you call it? Like the blinds that are like the ones that you pull the string, and he's just like there trying to pull the string the whole time, and it just says CSS.
So that's what CSS is.
That's what
Just pulling the
CSS
strings.
is. Yeah, and some people are really good at it, but it's not. I don't enjoy it. I think it's dumb work. I just don't enjoy it.
But you're good at it.
I get what I need done. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Do you find that AI helps or hurts that?
Yes and no. I'd say that it does a really good job of getting a baseline, and then I can come in after the fact and make it do what I want it to do because getting started takes a long time sometimes.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, the scaffolding, just talking about it, planning, etc. AI can do all that for you, and it'll come up with the basics. But then once you get into the real specialized code that it struggles with, that's where you plop in or come in.
Yeah, I would say it'd be like I didn't write. I'm not a writer anymore. I'm an editor, right? It's sort of
Yep.
like they throw something up and then I'll fix it the rest of the way. Yeah, because
Have you?
it can't get there. It's
Yeah.
like the six. It's like if you do something with generative, it's got like six fingers. It's like I gotta
Yep.
come in and get rid of that six finger. It's like
Yeah. Have you noticed any difference in the different generation of models? Different, like if you were on, I don't know, Claude 3.5 versus now Opus 4.6 or whatever you're using. Have you seen an increase in how good it is or how bad it is?
yes, I'm sure, but I can't nail down the specific models. Like I was using ChatGPT when all this first picked up, and it was hallucinating everything. And now, like the things that it was doing, like oh, I'm just gonna go and use this method, and the method doesn't exist in nature. Like it just started hallucinating methods or APIs even. Uh, but now I would say the hallucinations are less, so that's why I can use it more often. Like it's not going to hallucinate bullshit for us in Cursor as much that
Yep.
compared to like maybe a year and a half ago.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's mainly what I noticed the most, and I can't pin that to a specific model. That part I don't
Well, it did something.
know. Good. Let's see how it did.
So I guess honestly though, it's gonna want me to like this character hotkeys table. I don't think it can run that.
Character
Uh,
hotkeys table.
yeah, so this is on the back end. So normally on the database side, there's a script that it creates. So
Mm-hmm.
this add character hotkeys, this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
So normally I would do this locally on Postgres. I don't actually know how to do this in Supabase. Oops.
Oh,
Let's
is this
find
a
out.
command that you have to run basically on the
Yeah.
database? Then I would just yeah, there's gonna be something on here. We'll learn this together, but there's got to be a query that you can run. It's on the left side for sure on that vertical
Yeah,
toolbar.
there's just got to be like a
SQL
SQL
editor.
editor.
Yep,
That's it.
and you just plop it in. Yep.
Yep,
And I hope you can double check that this isn't
I
something
am.
bad.
I'm looking right now.
I can barely read SQL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
SQL is definitely a second language for me.
got it. I
Yeah,
Google
this is fine.
everything and start forming the sentences very slowly. Like it just takes me forever.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good now. So how do I get back to here? Yeah. So in theory, there should be now character hotkeys. Yep. We'll see if it actually inserts anything, but we'll
Mm-hmm.
try it. So let's start.
Let's do it.
See what happens. Let's see if there are any SQL errors on startup. No, it's doing its thing. So survey says mm, all I'm really checking right now is just seeing if the database updated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oops, not our CDN. By the way, yes, the CDN does have all the images, just FYI.
Then I don't know what it is. We'll just have to tell AI, hey, motherfucker, you
Yeah,
didn't connect this well enough.
that's that what
He
we
was
gotta tell it.
it was friend, but now it's this
I know.
bastard. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So no, there's nothing that came in here. No, it didn't save. So I don't know why it didn't save, but that's another thing to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess ultimately, oops, who am I? I am Jasper. That's weird. Why does it have Jasper here?
You logged in. Yeah, you might be logged in on another browser too. That I've ran into one time,
Uh, I think.
and it'll disappear now. Now you will have. Yeah, I've ran into this before. So
Oh crap. All right, let me drag this down here again.
now the hope is
Let's
on a
just see if
refresh. It's still there, right?
it's not. That's what I just checked.
Oh, so it didn't even do that part. God damn, I'm sorry.
That's what I was saying. Like in the character hotkeys here, there should be a database record, and there's not.
Okay.
So, which is fine. We'll talk to it and let it know.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see if it actually does the attack.
Let's go. Love it.
So yes, it's now. I'm pressing 1, by the way,
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
and it's doing the basic attack.
Yeah,
So,
you talked about what I'm good at in CSS. It's gonna be spending 2 hours to make it so like it flickers and does like a cool little effect when you press one. Yeah.
oh, this is interesting. That's awesome.
Ooh, out of combat. What does that mean?
Well, I killed it. I didn't realize that I had killed the spider. I was just clicking,
Steve, that's our first
incessantly here.
official kill, right? This is awesome.
Well, not officially,
Oh.
unfortunately. I've been killing it a bunch. But, let's see something. Oh my goodness. I just leveled up.
That's a good thing. We did it.
I was at 90 experience because I'd killed this thing 6 times before.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm level 2.
Let's go check out that character sheet.
It probably didn't update. No, it didn't update.
Oh, bummer. Okay, so that's not
But
tied. Okay.
but I bet if I do a hard refresh, it'll show.
Yes. Do you know what it didn't do? It didn't refresh. So, or it didn't
Yeah,
refetch. Okay, got it.
yeah.
Got it. So we need an action when you add that in linear of a refetch.
Oh, it didn't do it after a refetch either.
Yeah, it's probably not. That means I bet over there it's hard coded as one. Is my guess.
You think so?
Maybe.
So it's not reading it from the database. It's reading the stats from the database, which is interesting.
Okay, then maybe. Well, what I'm wondering is if level is hard coded to be one. So
Guess we'll find out.
yeah, let me see. One second, I want to make a feature when the character levels up. We what do you call it? Refetch for the new. Actually, we don't even need a refresh. We just got to update. We update or refresh. Refetch. Refetch. Okay. Issue created. And then you just noticed this one. Let's say bug. User level not correct. Let's do that. Okay.
Yeah, user level is not reading from the database.
Okay.
So what do you want to tackle next? Do you want to tackle saving the hotkeys, or do you want to try implementing a skill?
Let's first save the hotkeys because that's going to drive me insane. You know
Every
what I
time
mean?
coming in here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's even pop in the bug too for user level not correct.
Sure. You have a type. You have something in here.
No, I just
Something.
wrote user level not correct.
Oh. Um. Let me do the database thing first.
I agree.
So you did pretty well so far, but I noticed that the hotkeys are not being saved to the database. For example, I dragged the rusty dagger to slot 1, but that wasn't saved in character underscore hotkeys. Can you verify that that code is in place and functional? I did add the table to our database server. Sometimes it'll say, go ahead and run the migration script. So we'll see what it says this time. But hey, that's pretty awesome, honestly. I was able to drag it. I was able to press 1. I was able to attack it until it was dead. And it actually was smart enough for using the dagger outside of combat. It understood that. Or did you already do that? Or is that it that came up with that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last part?
Where I was attacking and the dagger, when I clicked on it and I was outside of combat, it automatically told me that I was outside of combat.
Oh, I didn't add that, but I it added outside of combat. Before you could just say it will just say Jasper used one-handed pierce or whatever. That so it just added the not in combat.
Which is perfect.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we want. All right. What is it saying here? I don't know why I would do both item ID and ID. I don't know what ID is here in that case.
Item ID and ID. Both item ID.
I would think you would just use item ID and then use that enumerated type to tell us that it was an item.
And you didn't do this in plan mode, right? You just threw it in agent.
Yeah, I just did it in
Okay.
agent.
Then maybe we just want to clarify with it later. Yeah, I'm not sure either. What was ID referring to? Like the character ID?
So I think it's this. It's using it. It thought the hotkey ID was what it should be using. I think what it really just needs to do is needs to put Jasper's ID, slot 1, type item, ref ID to the rusty bronze dagger here, and then it should be good. I mean, I can manually do this as well, but I want to see if it can do it on its own. Oh, well, okay. Okay. Well, we're about to find out.
We are the QA testers now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right. Well, let's find out. And character, drag, survey says, come back here. And it said no.
Poop.
It said no. Let me on the actual server itself, backend server. Let me add some logging to it as well. Yeah, I don't know why it's failing. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, failing. Welcome to AI land. Can you add logging to the backend server to verify that the save is happening when I'm dragging an item into the hotbar? Right now, no saving is occurring and it's not updating the database. Do you normally do plan just for debugging, or do you just have it do its thing?
I will use plan as often as I can if it's not if it's something that I think will touch more than just a couple files or is like an easy fix. Easy fixes I'll use agent, but I'm pretty much using plan for most of the time just because I wanted to get more context.
Does it use up twice as many tokens when you do that? Because you have the plan part and the agent part then?
I'm not sure. I would think that it probably does, but I'm not on like a use like pay as you go plan or anything. I just pay it for like a
Gotcha.
monthly fee. So I'm not
Gotcha.
100% sure. It doesn't charge me more or anything like that.
Gotcha.
That's a good question. I actually don't know Cursor's pricing structure. Pro is 20 extended limits on. Oh, okay, you know what it is? I bet my context window is smaller than yours. Are you on like Pro or Ultra or anything like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Are you on Pro or sorry?
I'd have to look exactly which one it is, but it's one of the higher ones.
Got it. I'm on just Pro. That's like the cheapest paid one, and it looks like I just have maximum context windows, and that's about it. So I tell it to do
Gotcha.
plan just so that it'll just get after it.
You know what I could have done? I didn't even think about it. I didn't restart I'm just doing the hot swap of the backend server and front end, of course. And I
Mm-hmm.
was just wondering if maybe I should have just shut down everything.
Crush the servers. The front end is fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, let me just see what it did first, and then I'll if it doesn't work, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Let's see if I'm getting anything. Where is my server? Yeah, no, it didn't. It's not doing anything. It's not doing updated logging. It's not doing anything. So that just tells me that I might have needed to crush all of these. I'm
Yeah.
just crushing all of them.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, no logging update, nothing. Um, Day 127 saved to the server.
I'm gonna do.
Three
mm,
plus months.
Yeah, I'm gonna do mono repo work on this soon. Hopefully, we'll get through a lot of this issue in the future too. Just it'll just handle stuff a little bit more gracefully.
All right, let's see if it actually logs anything this time. Let's see here. Survey says character, dragon item, rusty bronze dagger. No, no logging.
If you refresh the front end, I'm presuming it's just not there. If we just did a
Yeah, I
poop,
would have expected some sort of logging.
it's struggling with this one.
This is where I get upset,
This is
and
where
it doesn't
plan
like
mode
me.
has to come in, or you just start yelling at it, right?
That's usually what I do. No, seriously, what in the world is going on? I want you to put on your big boy pants and think long and hard about this. This is the third time I've asked you, and all I want is for you to save to the database when I drag to the hotkeys. In addition, I want the logging on the backend server to verify this. None of that is happening right now, so please think long and hard on this. Do you ever get upset?
No, I understand it's a stupid machine that'll never take my job. So.
I'm not so sure. These days, I'm more and more thinking that it will.
Oh no, it's definitely getting
Um,
there. I'm just noting that, like, yeah, but he's still not figuring out these requirements, and he has to work with a product manager that's going to be annoyed with him.
I mean, not in the near term, but certainly like 5 years from now, the way that it's growing, it's just almost exponential in its growth. The, and the more people use it, the more dumb questions that people ask. In theory, the smarter it'll get.
Or in theory,
So
the more dumb questions people ask, it'll get more stupid. Who knows?
yeah,
But yes,
it's
I agree with you that on the sentiment that it's going to get more powerful, and I'm looking forward to that because I want to build more stuff.
isn't it like Grok is trained off of X
Yes,
conversations?
yes.
So in theory, you get all sorts of levels of information on
And
X.
I think Grok struggles a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah, it
I don't
struggles
use
a little
Grok at
bit.
all.
Yeah,
I've only used it to test, so I don't know how good it does or how well it does at coding or conversational or whatnot.
I've just seen a lot of memes about it failing and not being able to tell, you know. So, yeah.
Do you use Claude exclusively, right?
No, I use Cursor. That's how I got those files in the corner and stuff. I use Cursor. I use Claude. I just stopped my Claude subscription. I'm not happy with it right now. So
That's what I meant. I mean,
yeah.
Cursor uses Claude on the
Right, right,
converse.
like the model, right? Yes, that's the only one that
Yeah.
I'm really only using. Otherwise, you know, I use different things like I use ChatGPT and I use Perplexity, which I don't know what
What
models
do
they
you
use.
use? Well, GPT uses GPT, but
Right.
so what are you using those for?
Just life,
Just life? Can
just
you just do
life.
your conversation stuff?
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I don't pay attention to the models development as much. I definitely admit that. I don't really pay. I'm just like, give me the best one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What the dude? What the?
It didn't have time to plan, Steve. It didn't have time to plan. It's like I
This
didn't
is
do anything, right? Yeah.
this is this is the amazing part. So is this a junior dev that just wants to go home for the day?
That's
And they're like, "Yep,
exactly
I
what it
implemented
is.
it."
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They didn't QA their work either. You know what I mean? They just shipped it and just left.
Oh, so damn good. It was
And then
called on
scary
line one,
manager
two.
Steve had to have a serious talk with it before it finally did something. Yeah.
Oh boy. I guess we could have checked the front end too. We should have checked the console or whatever,
Right.
or
That's a
the
good
network.
point. Gave it
Yeah,
error messages and stuff. Right. Right.
yeah, we should have done that.
Yeah. I guess we didn't feed it enough context.
Oh, so it actually did implement this time.
Let's
Well,
hope.
it
We'll
says
see.
it
Yeah. We'll
did.
see.
Yeah. Oh boy.
See how QA feels about this.
Oh boy. This is so good. All right. I crushed all the servers in the background. We'll see. We'll
Hmm.
see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Before I drag, what are you? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say it did it.
Think so?
Hmm.
I'm gonna say no. I
Okay.
think we're gonna have to do at least one more round,
Okay. Okay.
maybe two. Uh-oh. I might have been proven wrong. There's the database call.
Excellent. Well, the easiest one for a front engineer is you hit that refresh button and we'll see if it's still there. Oh, it didn't work. Or at least it's not. Or it's not fetching anymore. It
That's
is
right. It
so it
could be
did work.
saving, just
Okay,
not pitching.
got
You're
it.
right.
So
You're right.
it did maybe work, but it's not fetching for. Okay. So
Let's
then
find
we
out.
need to tell it a rule about on every game load it needs to refresh.
There
It
it
needs to
is.
fetch. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Oh, it's interesting. Slot index is 0, so it might be 0 based the hotkeys rather than the actual number of the hotkey.
Correct. It is zero base. I saw it too. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I think it's
Ah,
fine. We'll just account for that in the code.
we'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
anyway, well, you won that bet. I don't know what I owe you, but You were correct. It got its shit together.
Now it's time to throw in a bunch of things it needs to refresh for.
So it's now saving the hotkeys. So thank you very much. However, you're not fetching the hotkeys upon load. Oh, oh, didn't like that. However, you're not fetching the hotkeys upon load. Please fetch the hotkeys that were saved in the database and match them with the hotkey in the UI.
If you can add one more thing, say the
Yep.
user level in the top left is not correct. It also needs to reflect the character's level.
In addition, you need to fetch the level of the character from the database upon loading. Yeah. On the character sheet, by the way, we need to add a couple of other things, just FYI,
If
when
you
we
tell
get
me
to
right
it.
now, I'll throw it in linear as like a thing we'll get to.
So we'll need to add like race and class. Obviously, we already talked about EXP, but the level thing made me think about it.
Okay.
So I think those were the things that I noticed were missing. By the way, great work on the party stuff. I
Oh,
logged
you
in with
tried
two.
it?
Yeah, I tried
Cool.
it. It's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, really, really good job.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that I don't have party chat hooked up. It was just a stub because we didn't have a party at
Yep.
all. So I'll work on the party chat stuff as well.
Yeah, and by the way that I'm developing right now is I'm just trying to get shit like an ugly thing out the door. Whatever you
Yep.
notice is missing, feel free to just quickly get it done or however you want to do it.
Yeah.
I was gonna leave all that nonsense to the end until the entire game loop was done, and then we could just like clean it up to our liking, basically. Yeah.
I was going to ask you about game loop. At
Mm-hmm.
one point, you had asked me about the term game loop. When you're using game loop, what are you referring to?
I was referring to it the way that I looked it up and started using it. I was referring to the way that the player would be able to like engage with the game and have it be like this not addictive nature, but sort of like this is the feedback loop of like how you play the game. That was how I was referring to it. But please correct me if I'm using it wrong. I don't want to look foolish.
Well, that's the beauty of game loop. It's actually used in different ways depending upon your role at a company.
Okay.
So the game developer that you're talking, or sorry, the game designer, the one that you're talking about, is exactly the loop that causes people to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Could be fetching and coming back and getting rewards, leveling up, all sorts of things. That's the game loop. Depending upon the game, Angry Birds, the game loop is shooting things and getting a score, blah, blah, blah. So whatever that key mechanic of the game that keeps people coming back for more, that's the game loop. However, game developers use game loop very differently. The game loop is how much information that you can show on screen in a loop, frames per second, so that you can refresh and update the game loop in a certain set amount of time.
Right.
So,
The physical act of re-rendering, basically, if
that's
you
right.
will, if we equate it to the web, right? Yeah. Okay.
And that's super important in our game as well. So when I'm walking around, if you see stuttering or whatnot, that's because we're pushing too much data in the game loop, in the refresh. This will especially come into play when we add 3D assets to the game. Our FPS is going to go way, way down because the game loop won't be able to render fast enough. So then you have to come up with all sorts of shortcuts, and we'll get into all that at some point. But yeah, different game loop.
Yep, makes sense to me. And I was just referring to when we get it so that we can plop down in junction and walk around and kill a brown spider from end to end. That was like the one I was like, I'm gonna clean up once the game feels better.
Oh, look at that. Jasper's now level 2.
Cool. And the sword is
And
there.
look at that.
We're feeling good.
Look at that. I have a bronze dagger right
Excellent.
there.
Excellent.
I'll just do a hard refresh just to make sure, but this is looking good.
Excellent.
Oh, what?
What happened? Oh.
Let me just log out really quickly.
I wonder what that could be, actually. I'm trying to think. It might have turned to 2 because it did a fresh refresh or refetch, but then it didn't fetch it.
And the level here on the character screen needs to be level 2 as well.
Right. So it's not fetching all the time. But why would level be separate from fetching characters? It should be on the characters.
Shouldn't. It absolutely should be.
Yeah,
It
so
should be
this is
part of the
bullshit.
character
Yeah, so
object.
that we need to talk to the AI about making it so that it's a level on characters. It's looking somewhere else right now, right? That's my presumption.
I honestly don't know what it's doing.
I don't think it's
We can ask it
caching.
though.
Yeah, I don't think it's caching. I don't think it's that. I think it's something else.
So good job having the hotkeys show up now. However, the character level is not showing up correctly. It should be part of the fetching of the character object. Actually, let me make sure that it's... Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to do this. Go ahead and commit and push this. I'm always like, I wanted to do one thing, get to a stopping point. Like, it has the hotbar stuff working right now. And I just want to push that for now, and then we'll work on level, we'll work on Mighty Strike or whatever else we want to work on.
No, I'm with that. Then let's commit at your next available timing because you know how have you ever gotten to AI hell where it's gone so mixed up it can't even get itself out. So we can
Yes.
yeah, let's just commit right now in a 2nd.
Oh, you mean actually merge it?
No, just commit.
I did. I did commit. That's what I just did.
Perfect. I didn't catch that. Got it.
Yeah, I committed and pushed that to that branch.
Perfect.
All right. So, oops. Did I not save that? I swear I did. All right. Well, apparently not. Good job fetching the hotkeys. However, the character level isn't showing correctly. Whisper flow. Apparently, I talked too quickly. However, the character level is not showing up correctly. Shouldn't the character level and experience be part of the character object that's displayed on the front end? Oh, AI, why you do this? Is our chatter
No,
blank?
they gone.
They gone? They're like
Mhm.
done with this group? They're lame?
They hung out for a little bit. We talked about they are into deep learning and they laughed at one of our jokes for a second. They asked if there was a repo, and I said no.
There will be at some point. So I don't want this to be a super secret. Like if people want to look at our repo, commit to our repo at some point, I think we should open it up. At this point, it's so bad though. Uh, this is still pre MVP at this point. It's going to change so drastically and so dramatically. It would be a disservice to someone to go in and get their repo right now.
No, for sure. I would love if we open sourced it and people had fun with it. That sounds awesome.
Yep. What's it doing? Really? I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. What? What did it do? Interesting. Okay. It's just clumping it all together. It's getting the hotkeys and the leveling experience at the same time.
That seems
I would.
fine. Yeah, that seems fine.
Does it?
What's wrong with getting both at the same time? Genuine question. I'm not sure. It shouldn't be in the same call together, though.
All of this should be in the character.
I
In the
agree.
character
Yeah,
information.
it should be in the character fetch already.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Like
how is it
this right
even?
here.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's even able to fetch for level by itself or something. That's weird.
This right here, the skip by ID for the character model. That's where the level and experience should go.
Right.
And then obviously you can get the hotkeys separately. But this right here, what? There's no definition for that? What in the world is going on here? I don't know what it's doing, but that should not be what it's doing.
Can you go inside? Is it under? Was the method tied to character model? Let's pop in there.
Well, that's where I went, but it
Yeah.
just went to when I went to that definition here.
Is get by ID on there?
Well, this isn't in here.
I'm sorry. What is it in where?
So this character model is
Mm-hmm.
simply in this character PostgreSQL, right?
Yeah.
So this model here, we need to go to it. I'm confused.
But it would be the export of this. Does this method or does this object have a get by ID? That's another one for debugging, right? Because
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know what it's
well, we have to see
doing.
what is being exported from this file because that's what's actually being imported in that other file.
Right. How do I get here really quickly though? That's where I want to. I thought there was a like if I do a definition, it should go to it. It's not.
Yes, this is a weird. So what happened here? You see, there's require. This is when
Yeah.
AI is using like an old form of require. If you look at the import statements up top, that's how we're modernly. I don't know what the word is. That's how we're actually
Yeah.
supposed to do it. So you can go
Yep.
to definition that way, but this require model, I think, won't allow you to do that because you're not
Right.
actually.
How do I go? How do I go here quickly?
We'll need a refactor, or you manually go to that file by doing
All
Command
right.
Shift P. Yeah, it needs a refactor, is all.
Well, this isn't anything either.
Right, because it's using an old require pattern. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, so how do I know the get by ID? How do I get to that?
We'll want to go to that specific file.
Right, which is this, right?
No, character Postgres SQL.
Right, which is this right here.
Correct. Okay, sorry. I don't know what this means when you say that, so that's my
All right.
bad. Yeah.
All right. This right here where my cursor is,
Yeah, you can go to that file.
which is underneath models, which is this one right here.
Yep. And let's scroll
Which
up. And does it
oh,
have.
it was scrolled to the bottom. That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
was
So you just have to
confused.
look for that get by ID from there. Yeah, I
But
don't
there
see
isn't
it.
anything in here.
Yeah. So maybe it hallucinated some nonsense.
But yeah, like in here, I would expect to see level and experience, name. Like, where's it getting the name from?
I don't know. It's also hallucinating methods like get by ID that doesn't even exist. So
Exactly. So I'm really, really confused.
I would hit plan mode and tell it all this stuff.
I don't even know where to begin.
I would have maybe mentioned right now we should be fetching for level and experience based off of the character table. And right now we've noticed the character model has methods like get by ID that don't exist. Like I would kind of start there to tell it that context.
I'm really confused on how the code is structured. We should be getting the EXP and level from the character model, which should include everything associated with the character, such as name and class and anything else that would be part of that.
Maybe tell it level and experience just to hammer it in.
What's that?
Maybe include experience and level in the context when you're telling it, just to hammer it into its head. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Right now, it looks like there is a get by ID in the state. Here, I'm just going to drag this. Actually, now I'm just get by ID right here. That's interesting. This is a different one. Oh boy. How many does it have? Interesting. There's like 3 of them. Yeah, there's 3 different get by IDs, which don't actually seem to be doing anything.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. We'll let the plan figure it out and clean it up for us. Is all best we got.
Just do it this way, get by ID. Shouldn't there just be one method that gets everything for the character? See what it says.
Yep, that's one big thing. Before that's why I didn't really worry about certain things not getting done because we need to do a gigantic refactor of all kinds of stupid shit. There's probably code that's in there that's not even being used anymore and just crazy stuff. So
I love this. It equals the ID, but then it's using that here rather than just the ID. Why would it do that?
oh wow, how dumb, stupid Junior. What are you doing, stupid Junior?
Yes, this seems like a good thing to do. I agree. This seems smart. Let's do that. These all seem good. Yes, this is what I would like to do. You okay with this? Can I build?
Let's do it. I always build and then ask questions later.
So I don't know that we'll get to the mighty strike skill tonight,
Yeah, yeah. If we
but
get to
I'll
a
do
good
that
save,
offline.
yeah. If we get to a good saving spot, I think we're in a good spot regardless. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is still a lot of good progress today for just this is a veggies day unintentionally.
Yeah, I like how it got the attack though with the
mm-hmm.
hotbar. I
Mm-hmm.
like how we were able to add a new database table. I like that we were able to actual functionality adding to it. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add to my list the icons for skills.
Okay.
It might be a cores issue. I had that with the items before.
Oh, okay. Okay. So maybe it's the same. We just need to go every folder, and just do that course thing for all of them,
I,
probably.
I did it at the top level though, and it should have applied for everything, but
That's
I'll
what I
check.
think. That's what I think. I don't know why. It's annoying.
In the game itself, though, on that skills tab, are you actually showing the icon anywhere?
Showing the icon of the skill?
Yeah.
No, I never get it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when I drag and drop to the hotbar, it doesn't have a reference to the icon at all, I'm guessing.
But it does because think about the item. But for skills, no.
Yeah, for skills, that's what I mean.
I'm not sure though because once it comes in, so I see a broken asset image. So I think once that gets core, or if it gets cores, then I think it'll show. I think you get it for free, but it'll be the shape is all wrong regardless. But yeah, I have a suspicion it's gonna work.
What are you working on in the background there?
I am getting our Discord and social stuff getting done because I have a plan for you.
on 5 of 5 here, doing its thing.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, it's cleans up its nonsense.
Hey, I was pleasantly surprised when we got the hotbar working
Oh,
and
really?
saving the
Oh,
database. Yeah.
awesome. Well, I'm glad it feels good too, right? Yeah, it's a big W.
If it if I can drag skills to it, that'll be huge too. I
Yeah.
didn't test that,
And hey, we kind of did an end-to-end combat. You killed the spider, and yeah, got to pop out.
and I leveled up.
Yeah, that was a cool little bonus for you to kill a spider and then get a level up. That's cool.
It's interesting because that means that the level up backend service works correctly.
Right.
Obviously, it didn't notify the server or anything, or the front end or anything, but at least it saved it to the database correctly.
This is gonna be a QA nightmare, but I end to end to get everything we want. But I think it'll be fine. I don't think it'll be too bad.
All right, let's see if this does what it actually says, or did we really fuck this up? Because
Mm.
changing the underlying model structure,
Ooh, I see. That is risky, isn't it? I guess we should do a
yeah.
file diff to make sure that it didn't do anything too insane. But I think it's fine. Cool. It removed. Yeah, you shouldn't get hotkeys and stuff by. Yeah, I didn't think that you needed. You don't need a hotkeys route.
Well, you probably do.
It depends. Should everything be its own route that you fetch manually? Because then we have the characters where everything gets fetched at one time already, right? I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Depends on how they
Well,
want to
you're
break it
gonna,
up.
yeah, I mean, it depends. Like, if I do a fetch of a character and I only want to update the level and experience, why do I need to get the hotkeys for that?
Yeah, I agree with you. My only counterpoint would be one, if we go and create all these routes, then the front end would have to be responsible for making all those specific calls as well, and it would need game logic of knowing when to go fetch for just individual things. Super down with that. Where I'm getting nervous is what happens when you level up and you drop something in your hotbar. Like I'm wondering if we'll just have to make sure we do the proper QA that if you create all those individual routes that we tie it up. To me, I think for getting it all in one route and then making it more performant as time goes on, that feels better than trying to get it on the first try because then you're going to be like, wait, why is that thing not refreshing? So that's just my personal opinion because it's like figuring out that it works before then you tackle each individual thing. But that's just my just a thought. If we try to tackle it now, I'm scared that we won't hit everything in one shot, basically.
Okay, we're gonna agree to disagree on that one.
Sure. No, no, let's get it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done in one shot. Let's get it done in one shot. Because I'm trying to cater to our junior here too. You know what I mean? He's kind of a little dumb sometimes.
Our junior needs to level up.
He's like,
He
give
needs to
me
have a
four
fire
more
in his
months.
ass. That's
I need
right.
4 more months, Steve.
Exactly. All right, let's go back in here. Oh, okay. What were we testing?
Skills and
We were testing
levels.
level.
Yeah, characters, levels. So it's still not coming through.
No, I don't know why it's not coming through.
Could be caching. I doubt it's caching.
It's definitely not coming through here.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly check.
And this is the route hell that I'm referring to, because now you're trying to figure out where it went wrong, as opposed to if it's all in one spot, then I can create the routes. That's why I like that order.
But this should just be one route. It's just
It should be.
truly fetching the character,
It
right?
should be. That's what I'm getting at. It should be, and that's why I would run straight to plan mode right now and be like, all right, you are an idiot. You need to just do everything off of the character's route, and then we'll break it apart from there.
But I guess on the back end, I should be seeing something here, like the character loading and whatnot.
Well, how about we hit the network tab and then we can hit a refresh and we'll see what calls it's making. If you want to do it the
Yeah,
old-fashioned way.
that's fine. We can do that for sure.
Now we can see if it's hitting what routes and if what responses we're getting back.
But I don't know which route it is.
Can you enhance? Maybe I can help you out.
there a way to increase the size of this though?
Command or control depending on what you're on, and then plus should be the same thing.
Okay, I tried wheel,
Hmm.
mouse wheel, but it didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So we're looking at character model or modal. That's not it. Let's keep scrolling down.
I was just gonna do it this way and
Yeah.
filter by, because we should know what the route is. It's character something, right?
Yeah. Character selection, no. Character info. It's one of the fetches up top, maybe. No, that's something else. Let's use fetch.
Is it for character?
Character panel, character select page, game, character creation page, character. It doesn't look like it'd be any of these, but can you click the top two? I just want to know what those look like.
Yeah.
Just to the left, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna look in here.
yep.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So it looks like it could be that. Yeah. So level is 1 on Jasper.
It's clearly not.
Level is 1 on Jasper. Experience is 0. So my guess, by the way, is that it never did the correct... I don't know. It's probably not fetching from the database correctly for this route. Yeah, so...
That is exactly what I'm
Yep.
thinking as well.
Yep. So we might just need to say the character's route needs to improve.
You're still not fetching the correct level and experience for the route. I don't know what the name of the route is, though. It's just basically API characters and then the GUID.
I would just copy that and just be like, this is what I'm hitting and it's wrong.
Yep. Why is it hitting 333?
Uh-oh.
Is that our server?
Is that the wrong one? That could be an issue. /API. I've been seeing 333 on your terminal, so let me double check.
Why is it 333?
This would be for the backend service. Let me double check.
333 is correct. That's our backend.
Cool. Then we're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's correct.
Returning level 1 and experience 0. What does Jasper have? Just curious. Oh no. Look. It overwrote this data.
How weird. I have no idea what to... Could it have happened on the SQL run? Or did that happen way later?
It happened way later.
Yeah,
Something
sorry,
else
I'm just talking out
updated
loud. I don't know what could have overwritten it. Well,
So it
yeah.
might be doing the correct thing all along,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah,
overwrote it.
Uh-oh. The junior's gonna go to HR about this. I can feel it.
Oh my goodness. Let's cut it some slack here.
But I have no idea what overrode it. That's crazy.
Something definitely overwrote the character data. But now you can see the character is definitely level 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Well, that feels like a hollow victory, but it's working. I don't
This is definitely a hollow victory.
because everything's fine, but we can't explain one thing that happened.
It's definitely. Let me see if this functionality still works. Also, we need to widen this.
Yeah, you know what this is like? This is like the game ending on like you won the game, but it's like the team dribbled the ball off their foot and the game just ended. Like that's how it feels, you know?
So it definitely killed the spider.
Cool.
Combat ended. Let me just quickly check the database, like right now. Yeah. So it's
Experience went
not
up too.
that.
Yeah.
So it's something else that caused this to happen.
Weird. Okay. And the experience went from 0 to 20. Is that what I saw?
The experience went from 5 to 20.
5 to
Yeah.
20. Thank you. Okay. Got it. Doesn't feel so good, does it?
No, it doesn't feel good. We have a bug that is overriding the
A
character.
straight murderer amongst us, by the way. Like, straight up one
That's
that we have
right.
no insight on.
That's exactly right.
At
I'm
least when
still
we
going to
ran into
commit
the.
this.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's good still. I would still say it's good.
Yeah.
What's it called? The last episode when we had that off bug that you ran into, I have been unable to replicate it. So there's just straight up mini murderers hanging out in the shadows.
So I'm going to write that down though. I'll try to figure that out. I
Yeah.
gotta imagine it has something to do with when we were saving hotkeys, because you know how it was like fetching other things during the hotkey saving. I bet it had to do with that.
Mm-hmm. But once you feel like, by the way, if you feel like now it's, I can do QA on my side. Don't worry. I just meant like once you feel like we're now at a good spot where, what do you call it? It's actually doing the proper fetches. Now we can create the backend routes that are specific to like level and what have you. And then the front end will have to go through a complete refactor to go and know, not a refactor, sorry, a feature add of like being like, hey, when I level up, now you need to go and refetch and do what have you. Because if you think about it, you're doing it twice. It's like you have to fetch for the front end has to know when to fetch for the level. So that's like where the little things have to come in.
I'm gonna make a PR for this
Let's
if
do it.
you're okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then I think we should call this a wrap on this episode.
I think so too. I think we have a good spot.
Yep. Do you have anything, an outro that you want to, a plug, anything like that?
Man, yeah, I got one more. It's gonna be food related again.
Let's hear it.
There is a kid who films his dad making Chinese recipes. It's called Made with Lau, Lau. Love them for Cantonese style cooking. I don't know how to cook any Cantonese food, and now I make steamed fish all the time. So,
Where are they
love to them.
located? Where are they located?
I don't know. It's just called. There's an online recipe. It's called Made with Lau, Lau.
I was hoping they were local and we could go check them out.
No, I got no idea. I have no idea where they are.
By the way, last PR, I realized why you couldn't merge.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we can figure this out. You're not a default reviewer on the project, so I have to manually click your name in order for you to be on it.
I figured, yeah.
So maybe we can figure out how to make you a default reviewer on this repo.
Yeah, let's actually, could I get like 5 minutes of your time right after we end the stream?
Yep.
Cool. Let's do that then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. I will also do a plug, just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing food and I'm doing Netflix shows. So, have you ever seen The Residence on Netflix?
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's a murder mystery special. It's like I think 7 episodes. I don't know what to make of it, so I need someone else to watch and give me their thoughts.
It's Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black.
It's what?
I think this is yeah. It's Crazy Eyes. She's the girl from have you seen Orange is the New Black?
I haven't.
I feel like you should watch that show. It's like
I know.
I'm indifferent to it, by the way, but everyone else loves it, and I feel like since you're on a Netflix bender, I mean, you might as well see one of the flagships, right? Like,
I know.
So she's a
maybe that's
Netflix,
why I'm
alum.
Maybe that's why I'm opposed to it, is because everyone else says it's so amazing.
Ooh, a little contrarian amongst us.
Very contrarian, very contrarian. So yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, isn't it like 16 seasons or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can watch Mad Men like all over again.
Exactly. Which also I'm not going to plug.
Mad Men sort of like if The Wire just like happened in the 50s. The Wire is like a slow burn. Like I love The Wire too, and Mad Men, by the way, but they're both just so brutal. Yeah, Mad Men I have started and stopped 3 times, like halfway before I finally got through. It was like, and I had to like really work at it. It's rough. Yeah.
I've only watched it once, and it'll only ever be once. So.
It's a rough watch. Yep. Yeah, not a background show.
Anyway, watch The Residents if you get a chance, so then we can talk about it, and then I can give you my true feelings and what your feelings are as well.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan, dude. Awesome.
Cool.
All right.
All right. We got our first chatter today, so this is good stuff.
Good work, dude. I'll talk